You mentioned Judge Filer. That's my favorite judge in the Compton courthouse, and he's from Compton. Why do I like him?
He's a classmate of mine from law school. He is one of my oldest friends. We were roommates living upstairs from each other from our second year in law school. He is going to be marrying me in 10 days. I love the brother. He was, from the very first day, our summer program, we hooked up, we met. He's from Compton, from LA. He was always going to return to Compton and practice in Compton and be in Compton. For the very first day, he wanted nothing more than to go back and be a person of Compton. He is a son of Compton only.
During your 12 years at the firm, that was an incredible part of your career. Just recently, they did these TV shows, and I know they called you to consult. I think it was the FX show that kind of depicted the whole trial, the Dream Team trial.
That was The People versus OJ Simpson. And because that was based on a book by Jeffrey Toobin, they wanted to have the voice come from the book. So the actors there did not meet with the actual lawyers. I had a chance to meet with Dale Godboldo, who's a brother that played me, but we met after the filming was over, and we connected then. Marcia Clark met with Sarah Paulson during the filming, and Sarah Paulson was the twin of Marcia Clark in her mannerisms, in her intonation. Sterling Brown was the twin of Chris Darden in his look and in the sullen, sour nature that is, Chris's demeanor. And Courtney Vance did a good job with Johnny looking like him. We all are kind of partial and said nobody can play Johnny Cochran. But Courtney had the good look, certainly. Cuba Gooding wasn't big enough, hefty enough, just in size to play OJ Simpson, to give him the proper respect. OJ, 6'3", 240, buff, handsome, majestic. That motherfucker in the room, man, you just, wow. He has an aura about him from having been a star and a celebrity his entire life. And Cuba didn't have that heft, you know what I'm saying, to carry it off in the same level.
But other than the looks of the actors, how did you feel that the story was portrayed?
I had a couple of thoughts. One, it is tremendously flattering to see your name discussed on TV. Episode 5 was my episode where the motherfucker had a heart attack in the courtroom.
That's Attorney Hodges?
Hodgman, Bill Hodgman. It did not happen in the courtroom, it happened up in the office.
Yeah.
That was my episode. And me and the guy that played me came to my house. We had a viewing party, and he came to my house to watch with my staff. So it was kind of wild, him watching me play him. I tell people the story was probably 75 to 80% accurate, okay? There were some dramatic licenses between Johnny and Marcia that didn't happen. They didn't know what happened in the defense rooms. That didn't happen, okay? They took some dramatic licenses with some of the juror drama. There was drama, but they made it dramatic. But I enjoyed it immensely. And, I watched like a school kid with the popcorn man, taping it. I was there every moment, watching every second. The ESPN documentary, Made in America, the Oscar-winning documentary, is something that I implore all of your listeners and all of your subscribers to watch, because one, it will give you, for the first 6 hours, a history of Black Los Angeles and the damning relationship between Black folks and the police, okay? They spent 6 hours the first 3 episodes on that history, because no one can understand and appreciate the OJ Simpson verdict without understanding the history of Black Los Angeles and the police.
Do you think the climate of LA at the time, because we just had an uprising in '92, we had Soon Jadu shot Latasha Harlins in the back of the head, we had all of these racial issues that may have helped y'all win that verdict? How much of a role do you think all of the issues going on in LA contributed to that?
Certainly, no trial happens in a vacuum. I've been a trial lawyer for 40 years. I bring up shit going on, and it's called fair comment, to bring it all together, to make it relevant, so that the jury can connect the importance of what they're doing to the larger issue of life. What you want to do as a defense lawyer or as a plaintiff in a civil case is to connect with your jury, to empower them, to make them feel that what they're doing really matters, so that they'll be serious about it and think about the stuff that's going on, okay? So that's just part of the challenge of what we have to do as lawyers. And in this environment, you cannot ignore the Rodney King verdict and what it reflected. You cannot ignore Latasha Harlins a few months or 18 months earlier and what it meant. Certainly, that was all part of the public discussion and on the lips of everyone. The third rail of American conversation has always been the issue of race. Ooh, I can't touch it. Ooh, it's terrible. Be careful about it. And however, the OJ Simpson trial brought all of those issues to the fore because you had a Black icon celebrity, motherfucker running through the airports for Hertz. Everybody loved them some OJ Simpson.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description. Thanks for watching StreetTV.net.